I hope that what I'm about to show you, you're really gonna like. When you're able to grow your own food and have the acreage and a homestead in general, you start to look at food a little bit differently. One, because it's such an opportunity to take advantage of just growing things and changing your diet overall and living a healthier lifestyle. Now, I've been a big proponent that food is medicine for years and years. The first book I read on that topic was about 3 years ago, and for a while I was able to really change my diet and be extremely healthy. Now, because of moving and a lot of changes, I just, in a way, kind of had to give that side of myself up for a little bit because it just was too much added stress to an already stressful life. But I knew that a time would come when I was just ready to make the change and go back to that healthy way of being. And it's time. About a week ago, I woke up and I just felt disgusting on every level. My mind, body, and spirit felt sluggish, gross. I couldn't make eye contact with anybody. I felt just so icky inside. So I said that day it was time to make a change, and since then it has been smooth sailing for healthy eating. Now, I want to say that everyone's version of healthy eating is different. So you need to listen to your body and find what works for you and what is sustainable for you. For me, I wanted to go primarily gluten-free, pretty much really no grains, focus on low carbohydrates, even though I'm eating a lot of carbohydrates from fruits and vegetables. I was not willing to cut those out of my diet. So a meal replacement shake is a huge part of my day. I typically only need about one, and I could have two if I wanted, but I found that one is enough to fill me for a really long time. So it's really neat too, because my daughter, she's already starting to notice a change in how I look and feel, and she's 7, so it's a really great opportunity for her to see just the impact that choosing healthy over unhealthy can make for a person. So I want to take a minute and show you my favorite recipe. I hope that this might be integrated into your day or something like it. You know, even if you just replace one meal a day, maybe a lunch at work, because it's easy and simple, it would make a big difference in how you feel. Now, so you know, I'm not trained in being a dietitian or anything like that. This is just based purely on how it's made me feel and the research I've done on my own. So please, like I said, figure out what works for you, but here's my recipe. So get ready for something delicious. To me, one of the most important ways to increase health is to have an area where you're preparing healthy food that's beautiful and feels good. By having a lot of pretty much all organic produce available that's washed and ready to go, it's really easy to choose healthy versus unhealthy. So when I'm making my shake, I might put different things in it, and it just looks so beautiful. And when I look at how this area of my kitchen counter looks, this is pretty much a symbol for how I want to feel. So I make sure to be stocked and ready and washed, and just making it as easy as possible for that healthy choice versus an unhealthy choice. So I just wanted to give you a little look-see into that. So far I have just some ice and some organic blueberries here. Depending on the size of my banana, I will do 1 to 2. I feel bananas are a really great source of nutrition. Behind the camera here, I have a paper bag that I throw all of my compostable things into. The chickens are good for the day, so they don't need any little scraps. They have enough to eat. Another great thing about eating healthy is that it really gives you a lot of material for your chickens and also your garden for composting in general. I'm a big fan of these kind of smaller, what I'm familiar calling them champagne mangoes. I get them just at the Ashland Co-op, and so I typically put one of these in adds a little bit of sweetness to the shake here. And all the scraps I just throw right into the compostable bag, and we're gonna bring that to the garden later. I'll show you in a video in just a little bit. Grab a spoon. So we're just gonna, I make some crisscross cuts in here, and then I just throw it into the blender. There we go. Now you can use water. I like to use unsweetened organic coconut milk. I feel that it adds just extra nutrition to it. So it's about 2 cups that we're going to add in. This is a 1/2 cup each. So 4 of these. And then the last item, second to last, is I have a balanced oil here to add some of the omegas. So I just do some of that. And lastly is my meal replacement. So this is from a company called Purium. It says it's live, organic, and vegan. It's extremely healthy. I highly recommend you buying it. It tastes delicious too. I add some of this stuff just so, one, it tastes better, but 2, to add extra nutrition to my day. So you're gonna add a total of 4 scoops. And this will be my lunch. And I'll probably just eat a salad for dinner because this is so filling and delicious. Now, part of eating healthy is getting in your nutrients, but making sure you get in a lot of good fats as well. You don't want to stray away from fat. Fat is an important aspect of your cell membranes and how your body does what it needs to stay healthy. So I'm gonna blend this up. I'm gonna turn this off so you don't have to listen to that, and I'll be right back. And 30 seconds later, all blended. We do have a Vitamix. We're very lucky to be able to have one. And I just pour it here into my lunch cup. One of my favorite things about doing this is that I don't have to think about what I'm gonna make for lunch. It is so easy and delicious. I'm not sure that I will ever go back to, well, 1, hopefully eating unhealthy, but 2, just a complex way of having to prepare and make meals all the time. So I hope that that works for you. I'm excited to hear about your experience if you decide to try it, and cheers, I guess. Thanks.